What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift. Wear your uniform. Stay close to the animatronics and make sure they don't hurt anyone, okay? For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take the night shift myself. Okay, good night and good luck.
Protect yourself right.
I believe we're
Buy
done.
armor from Grelka.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
As Jarl Leila's houseguard.
That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften
Welcome
falls
to
under
Mistvale
attack.
Keep. I'm Jarl Leila's... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward. Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case. You're
Good.
welcome in
If
Riften.
Riften should fall, it's only 5 minutes to open.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from
Beautiful
Grelka.
baubles and gleaming gemstones over here. Are you feeling sick?
My food is the best in all of Skyrim, always as fresh as the day it was collected.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Windhelm's a bit cold for my tastes. And I ain't talking about the weather. You're not from Windhelm, are you?
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood.
Well, Growhub the Kind, is she... Aha! Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again. Well, Growhub the Kind, is she... you know...
This here's Candle. Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite. Take a look. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed? I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was so... I'm a writer by... I write drama. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest... You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Mind you don't get fresh with Susanna. She plays the flirt, but it's just to get good tips. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Are you joking? You just rented a room from me. Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
Are you feeling sick? I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. My pa used to say, there ain't no use worrying. If it's my fate to be ended by a dragon, so be it. Meantime, I'll live my life the way I want to. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steep.
Been a murder over in Riften. some old lady who runs an orphanage.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Get up there.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands... Let's... Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creepy fella. Black... Looks like that's it. Got to go.
You're that visitor, Ben Poket. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Sleep well? Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod, Half of Skyrim knows. Oh, but don't misunderstand. But there is a slight, problem. You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. Grelod the Kind was a kill you must repay. Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire. See, I knew we could resolve this civilly. Well, get to it then. Pick your guest and send the poor fool to the void. I'll give you the key to this shack and you'll be on your way. Well, well, aren't we the overachiever? Indeed. For you, my friend, seem to understand. Of course. And you've repaid. I would like to officially extend to you, in the southwest reaches of. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Ricker. If not, just keep your nose clean when you're
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You should tell her that her uncle is...
Get on with it!
Best she know now, Advar.
You're all hard.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
If it's arms or armor you need, see Beyrand in Castle Dower. Bloody good blacksmith, that one. Pine Moon Cave is down to the southwest, but it ain't fit for exploring. Stories.
Are you feeling sick? Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit, not length. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble? Well, you've come to the right place.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? Always a pleasure to meet a You should be... When possible, we ask Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. Not much, but as a bard, there are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed. As you may be aware, Elisif more. I tried to convince. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all.
Hello, yes.
Germain has some tomes about them in the library.
Sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history, and a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself. Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
Yes, and your madness is the method, and the melody. You, please, take pity. My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as the Jarl. No, no, such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos. All right, then.
They say Ulfric stormed. What do you need? What is it?
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the... Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Hadvar's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. The kind that evaluates your usefulness during duress. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier. Sir.
something to report? The General and I have our disagreements, but he's the best hope for both the Empire and Skyrim. Many of my countrymen joined the rebels. They can't see the big picture. Skyrim needs the Empire as much as it needs us. Out with it.
What is it? Staying safe, I hope. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat. Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever. They keep a fine inn.
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe it's easy. I bet the two of us, my sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect. I knew with the war, we have an interest. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in. But if it's fire, what an interesting idea. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly turn me in for what? What crime's been committed? I'm just making idle talk about a tragic and very, very profitable event. Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash.
You don't look so good. Are you feeling all right? Not in your life. It's dangerous in there. And Falk doesn't even like me and Erdy going in every year to clean out. If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. You can catch me at the Blue Palace later, if you want to talk again.
You look new. I'm new too. I think we could be friends.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped... My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping... I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
If you're looking for opportunities to make some coin.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Vampire hunters or something.
What is it, Red Guard?
Papa says I won't see Rog here anymore.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Remember the wing. Skeever next time you're footsore. If you need a good rumor or two. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Need anything, you just say the word.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Troops to victory.
Are you feeling sick?
It's an honor to have Viarmo for instruction on drum, but it's far too reserved for my tastes.
Legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart.
Traitors, civil wars, dragons. Huh. Those troubles don't cross my doorway, so sit, relax.
Of the ancient Nord art. Believe, believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborns come. This is an ode to... Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean.
I have no business with you. Leave me.
Our hopes and our dreams.
If you're looking for opportunity, everyone needs work, right? I have good work for you.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard. It's a vampire
Completed your task.
in the old...
Need a ride?
I might consider joining up myself.
I can take you to any of the Hold capital. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, steady.
Did you see a dog out there? I don't know, really. The blacksmith is offering a... I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here.
Ah, at last. I hope you found the place all right. Well, what happens now? This, as you can see, is our sanctuary. You won't find a safer place in all of Skyrim. Our family might, but you must be anxious to get to work. Soon the Night Mother will arrive, and things are... but one last thing. A welcome home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood. May it serve you well in all your endeavor. Used to be the Dark Brotherhood was bound by 5 tenets, but we stopped following those years ago. All those rules, all that discipline, and look where the Dark Brotherhood ended up. We're the last of our kind, and we live the way we see fit. Bottom line, respect your family. Do that, and everything else will fall into place. They used to come from the Night Mother. Potential clients would perform the Black Sacrament, and she would hear their prayers. The Night Mother would communicate this to the listener, who would then dispatch a speaker to arrange the contract with the client. But that was a long time ago. There hasn't been a listener in years. Not since Cyrodiil was overrun in the war with the Thalmor. But people don't know that, so they still perform the ritual. And we eventually hear about it. When someone wants us, we find out. Try not to. But I do realize it's sometimes not that easy. You may want to make a statement, or a contract may require a public killing. Murder is obviously a very serious crime. You can run, obviously, but you'll still have a price on your head. If a guard attacks, you can attempt to yield by sheathing your weapon. If the guard accepts, you can serve your time in a cell, or pay your bounty. We've all gone through it. But there is another option. Some members of the Thieves' Guild in Riften can get their bounties erased for a price. Something to think about. I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract. For you yet. Be sure and introduce yourself to your new family. They're all very eager to meet you.
The part where he tries to buy you some candy.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Oh, you're such a pretty little girl. Would the sweetie like a sweetie? Oh yes, how about some chocolate? Oh yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me all alone. I'm
So you're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional little family. I've heard quite a bit of... Save the... If you're still breathing in a few weeks, I'm sure we'll be the... Did she now? And more, dribbling in from time to time. It is. But they'll keep you busy. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated. Whichever works for you. Well then, let's get started. Your targets are the Beggar Narfi. When you've completed all those, we'll see if I might have some more. Good luck, and try not to get yourself killed.
you are. Astrid's told me all about you. Her, don't let my appearance throw you off. I'm older than you. A lot older. Getting bitten by a vampire when you're 10 will do that to a girl. It's been quite a boon, looking like a child. No one ever suspects a thing.
Yes, you're the new family member. Let's make this easy. Consider me the cranky old Uncle No. I like to say I was born with a wand in my hand. Well, not literally. You could see how painful that would have been for Mother. But I was a prodigy, casting simple spells by 1, completing complex incantations by 3, resurrecting corpses by 7. Ah! When I was 13, I accidentally burned down the family home. Bit of lightning gone awry. Oh, but soon after, I mastered my gifts completely. I went on to teach at the college. Left after 2 years. Too simple, too safe. None of them truly understood the glory of the Destruction School. Kill well, and often.
New sister, may I offer my most... You certainly have a strange energy about you. I look forward to following your progress. What a curious question. Well, I enjoy moonlit nights, taking long walks on the beach, knitting, and unicorns. In fact, I once took a seaside stroll on a moonlit night and discovered a unicorn, which I proceeded to stab in the throat with a crochet needle. I'm a woman of refined yet simple tastes. Darkness guide you.
Welcome, my sister. Welcome to our sanctuary. You have made the right choice joining us, I assure you. You just trust in Astrid, follow her orders, and you'll do fine here. Once I was a Shadow Scale, an assassin in service to the King of Black Marsh, trained by the Dark Brotherhood since the day of my hatching. Ah, but that was a lifetime ago. Today, I am the last of my kind. My order is extinct. Now, I happily serve Astrid in this sanctuary. I am a trained killer, and once again have been given purpose. Life is good.
Right then. Does death not come to us all? Is it not a certainty? I am therefore honored to be Doom's herald, to play some part in the healing of inevitable honor.
The unholy matron, the shrouded lady, the mistress of the void. She goes by many names. Ages past, Sithis gave a woman 5 children. She killed them to win his favor, thus becoming the Night Mother. If you believe that sort of thing. Today she's... well, she's a skeleton. An ancient corpse. Yes. The Night Mother's crypt in Breville. I don't know where the Keeper has been these past few months, but I recently received another letter. He's bringing the Night Mother here. Soon.